And what is Papa Wishes once again, you with your favorite teen hipster arc back at it again here on Wish You Was a Live segment. You're currently tuned into SoCal Distancing Homeschool Edition, and you are with me, Arc, and the one you have been waiting for, the one and only, Steph. What's going on, Steph?
Hello, Arc. Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me here. Super excited.
Like that.
But and hello to all my friends making noise in the comments.
You already know they're rather impatient. Look,
I know
the chat's already flooding on. But before we do go ahead and dive into the important questions, like what got you into music and all that good stuff, I first wanted to address the elephant in the room, the big concern that is concerning all of us, that is COVID-19. So how do you think this pandemic has affected you? Because I know for a lot of artists, they've been in their homes a lot. They've been working on their crafts, and I know some of them have also been affected by the fact that a lot of the places where artists would usually have live gigs are closed, so it really affected them. So how do you think it primarily affected your music career?
So for me, I think it made me more productive, because with me, unlike other writers who have to be out and immerse themselves in different experiences, I am more inspired when I'm alone, when I'm in a quiet situation, and then that's when inspiration hits me. And in terms of the pandemic, it's very unfortunate because obviously all of the people affected, but personally, I think that in terms of my music, it's been productive, but the change obviously is hard for all of us, and having that ability to see your friends and just go out freely is obviously not there anymore, and it's been this way for months, and probably used to it by now, like everyone probably is.
I don't know what it is about me. Maybe you can relate with me on this one, but I've never really gone out as much. But the moment New York was just like, you can't go out, now I want to go out.
Yeah, that's me. I've always just liked being at home, and then just not being able to go out just feels weird.
Yeah, now you
because then you'd want to go out. Yeah. I really miss going out when it all was taken away from us.
But yeah, I did want to also talk about the fact that you are a musician, but you also mentioned beforehand that it's kind of like a side job for you. So how do you think you're able to live with these, I would say, two worlds? So you have your main, and then you have kind of your music, which is kind of what your outlet happens to be. So how do you think you've learned to live with these two, I would say, different worlds?
It's actually pretty strange. Low-key feel like Hannah Montana sometimes. Is obviously, especially on weekdays, I spend most of my time with my full-time job. And then when I have more free time, I obviously do my music. So it's really weird because I feel like me in my job and me when I'm doing music are kind of different people. Obviously, when you're in a working environment, you have to be more serious. And then there's that playful, energetic performer in me that's just really always hyper.
And staying on the topic of music, actually, I wanted to ask you what got you into music. Is it the fact that it runs in our DNA, or?
It's kind of that, because my mom's side of the family are singers, but not professional singers. They just love to sing. So we always had that interest in music and singing, typical Filipino traits. Karaoke in the Filipino parties. Yeah. And I think that's what started it. Obviously, hearing all my relatives sing old songs, and just growing up, I was also pushed by my mom to explore my talent in music because she saw my potential in singing. So she pushed me to like obviously join clubs in school and performing groups, and that's where it all kind of grew into more than just a liking for music, but now like passion for music.
So you were in clubs when you were in high school and elementary school?
Yeah, all throughout. I was in this performing group. It was more of high school actually. It was later in elementary school. So I was in a performing club called the DLSE Jammers. So it was in SoCal High School
Lasal?
in Alabang. So it was a group of different musicians, loads of guitarists, loads of bassists, singers, and then we'd perform and regroup like different songs. So it was really the place or the time where I learned from different musicians as well, which I thought was really good because you obviously pick up from these different people and learn from them.
All right. Well, the chat is flooding in. The latest comment happens to be from Cheska Durana saying, "Di na natin ma-reach si Steph."
Grabe.
Ako, sabi niya, she also said, "Ako po taga-punas ng pawis mo, Miss Estefania."
Jeez.
But I do wanted to tell you, wishers, that if you have any questions whatsoever, go ahead and comment it down below, and we will be sure to address your questions. But I will now give you Steph and her music. So Steph, what will you be performing for us first here on Wish USA?
So I'll tell you about the song a little bit more later on, but it's an original song. It's an English song, and it was inspired by a Netflix series. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say now, and then I'll tell you more about it in a little bit.
All right. Well, wishers, here is You, if I'm not mistaken, right, Steph?
Yeah.
So here is You, an original song by the one and only Steph. Only here on Wish USA. Wishers. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. This, if you guys don't know, this happens to be kind of like my favorite, one of my favorite genres. Honestly, kind of is my favorite. Soul, jazz, a little bit of R&B, but mostly jazz. I love it. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and take just a quick few seconds commercial break, and we will see you afterwards. So go ahead and comment down below your questions for Steph. I was about to say Zia Kizon real quick, but you know Zia Kizon? You remind me of her. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick few seconds commercials, and we'll see you after these.
Wish Exclusive on Wish. Wish 1075.
Missed opportunity. I'm sorry, but I'm just thinking of the right words to say. I can't get you out of my head.
Wish Exclusive.
Wishers, welcome back. We are now live back at it again here on Wish USA SoCal. This is the Homeschool Edition with me, your favorite teen hipster Ark, and of course the one and only Steph. How was performing that song for you, Steph?
That's actually one of the hardest songs that I've written. I mean, hardest to perform, because I don't know if you guys know, but like the vocal shifting in the chorus is a bit hard. But I mean, I like singing that song. It's a challenge for me, and I also like the song itself and what it's for, because I really love the show.
I like how artists just look at something and just go, you know what? I'll make a song after that. And then I don't know if you want. I always give this as an example. You know John Mayer, of course. Everybody, you know John Mayer, right?
Yeah.
John Mayer had this interview in BBC Radio 1 wherein he was teaching how he was making a song, and he would just stare at the window and just literally have like 24 bars of like a good song out of just staring out of the window and then looking at the glass cup, looking at the mic, and he would just make a song out of that. But also, we have a question from the Queen, and she asks, what was the most important thing you learned from the school clubs that you have joined?
I think I also want to share with, like, if there are any musicians watching us right now, one of the key things that my music mentor taught us in that high school club is practice makes permanent, not perfect, because especially in music, you don't really have to be perfect. But if you practice as if you're performing already, then you'll pick up those habits, that energy, and then just bring it on the stage when it's your time to go on stage. And just the discipline as a musician, it's not just something you do to be cool, or it's something you should do from your, as cheesy as it sounds, like from your heart, and then have that discipline to practice and also be responsible with like the songs that you write and the songs that you share. Yeah, that's like one of the key things. Actually, two of the key things.
I like that. Practice makes permanent, doesn't make perfect, because nothing's perfect. I like that.
Yes.
And we also have another question from the Queen, and she asks, do you enjoy old music or modern music? And which one influenced you the most?
I enjoy both, to be honest, because I grew up obviously with old music, but I also love my basic pop songs. My playlist is a mess in terms of like genre. It goes from like really, really old songs to like really, really new songs, all Tagalog songs, English songs. It's just a mix of everything, really. So I have no preference. I really like or enjoy both of them.
All right. We also have a question from Cheska Durana, and she asks, when did you start writing your own songs and what pushed you to start doing it?
I started writing when I was like 10 years old. This was kind of forced upon us because we were tasked to, because we have a music subject in school, and we were tasked to write a graduation song as our practical project. So we were grouped into, I think it was groups of 4 or something per class. And then we had to make a submission at the end of the term. And that was basically our exam. And then I don't know what happened because the song was cheesy as hell that I wrote. But we won that. And it was kind of cool because the whole batch sang it for graduation, elementary graduation. So it's kind of one of the first few achievements as a songwriter. But that's what sparked. Yeah, that's what sparked the whole interest in writing songs, and then it just went from there.
What do you think is the biggest hurdle when it comes to writing songs? I'm assuming you produce your own music as well.
Yeah.
So what do you think is the most, because those are two different worlds, producing and then also music writing. So what do you think is the most difficult hurdle to jump over when it comes to both music writing as well as producing?
In terms of music writing, it's finishing the song. Because it's super easy to start. I mean, when you get the wave of inspiration, it's super easy to start like 2 or 3 lines. And then you go away. And the next thing you know, it's left there for like months. And you still haven't finished it. So that's one of them, finishing. Especially when the wave of inspiration isn't a huge, continuous wave. Because sometimes you just get these little streams of inspiration. And in terms of music production, I think it's selecting the right elements for the song and also arranging the song. Obviously, arrangement is a really important part of it because it gives life to the song. And yeah, those are the, I think, most challenging parts of both writing and producing.
All right. Well, wishers, I'm not going to keep you guys waiting any longer. I'm going to give you Steph and her music. So, Steph, what will you be performing for us here on Wish USA for your second song?
So this one is slightly different. It's like an electronic pop dancey song. So the people in the comments, you can vibe to it, send your emojis, dance with your emojis. This one was produced by a fellow UK-based artist, Ricky Farguson. He just basically gave me the instrumental and then I wrote over the track. It's about running away with someone you love.
Ooh.
But it's super strange because I wrote it during this whole like COVID quarantine period, so it was weird. I think it was my way of like giving people a song that would remind them of being at the beach, being with the one that they love, and just escaping all of this problems.
I feel you. I
Yeah.
feel you. You can always count on UK artists to drop a whole electronic pop music.
Yeah.
But anyways, wishers, here is Steph and her performance of Runaway, only here on Wish, USA.
Take the keys and let's go. Go somewhere far away. Somewhere that no one knows. Where we can hide away. No need to worry, babe. We'll keep each other safe. We'll make memories of our summer days. Drive away from the city lights to where the ocean meets the sky. The waves reflecting in your eyes. Come on, baby, let's escape. You and me will run away. You and me will run away. You and me will run away. Like the ocean breeze, you make me feel so free. I'm who I wanna be, with you right next to me. If I got your hand to hold, I don't care how far we go. Sailing between our toes, go where the wind blows. Drive away from the city lights to where the ocean meets the skies. The waves reflecting in your eyes. Come on, baby, let's escape. You and me will run away. You and me will run away. You and me will run away. Let's get away for a while, where we'll forget about time, where we could just lose our minds, where everything is alright. You and me will run away. You and me will run away. You and me will run away. You and me will run away.
You already know how I was over here. I was just sitting in the back, vibing and thriving. You already know what time it is. Woo! Fire beats. Anyways, before we do go ahead and talk more with Steph, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick commercial break. So I'll see you in a couple seconds. Wishers, sit back, relax, and enjoy your break. And stay tuned in only here on Wish USA. Ask us more questions, by the way.
Wish 1075.
You got that good love. Bring it over right here.
Feels so good to be right here, right now. Missed opportunity. I'm sorry, but I'm just thinking of the right words to say. I can't get you out of my head.
Wish exclusive.
And Wishers, we are back once again here on Wish USA Live segment. You're currently tuned into SoCal Distancing Homeschool Edition with me, your favorite teen hipster Arc, and our guest for the night, Steph. Hello, Steph.
Hello.
And how was that? Yo, okay. I wanna dive into how that song came about. How was the contacting with the producer? How was it with the riff? The chorus was actually there was a background noise or a background audio wherein was it you doing that voice that na.
Yeah.
I like that. So talk about that.
So I met Ricky Ferguson on Instagram. Basically, we've been following each other because we both discovered that we're both based from the UK. And I've just been following his content because he posts really good production and music advice content. And then one day he just hit me up to say like he's looking for artists to work with because when quarantine started, he had so much free time than before, and he just had the spare time to work on extra stuff with other artists. So obviously I took on the project. He made me listen to the song first. I just wanted to see if I would like vibe to it because it would be really hard for me to write over something, especially that I didn't write initially. If I didn't feel like the song itself. So when I heard it, it just clicked with me because I really love the sound and I really love like the tropical summer vibes. And it just went from there really. The concept came about from the sound of the instrumental and just I pictured like being at the beach, just having fun, escaping, dancing, fooling around and stuff. And it just really flowed together quite easily. And it's one of those songs that was easier for me to put together and just finish writing.
Speaking of finished writing, your EP, Kwento ng Pag-ibig, or Ang Kwento ng
Yes.
Pag-ibig, is out ever since the 30th. And I was talking to you about how it gave me Otwal vibes, On the Wings of Love type of vibes with the whole paper thing and the whole airplane. Talk about how this whole project, this whole extended play came about, this whole EP came about.
So this one is a really strange project. So Ang Kwento ng Pag-ibig is an all-Tagalog EP. It's made of 6 songs. And basically the EP is about a love story that starts out nice and happy and sweet. It covers the stages of some love stories, starting out really sweet, falling in love, and just hitting that cold point.
Oh, wow.
And then it goes downhill from there and just stabs you in the heart in the end. And this came about not intentionally. I wrote these songs separately as separate entities, but for some weird reason, when I put them together, there was a story that came about. And I'm also super thankful for my small team that helped me put this together. As you guys may know, I'm an independent artist, so I'm not under a record label. So all of these things we just do on our own in our bedroom studios. So for the cover art of this, Josh and Shade helped me. So Josh did the background art for the cover art, and Shade did my portrait. I think the cover art looks really sick. If you guys go to my Instagram, you could see the cover art there. And I also had production help from RJ Bello, a fellow UK-based Filipino artist, and Ishael Razado, a friend of mine from New York, also helped me produce a few of the tracks in that EP. And then it all just came together. super proud.
You telling the story of Ang Kwento ng Pag-ibig had Republic of Asia saying it's my love story, by the way, and then I went, yeah, same. So basically, she wrote an entire EP for both our love stories, bro. But also, I did want to talk about the fact that there was a post on your Instagram about a choreography made about your song Habang Buhay, and there was an interpretive dance from two people. So talk about that. Talk about how it feels to have your song interpretive danced, and having your song made interpretive dance on.
I was super flattered because the girl in that video is one of the friends that I've met on Kumu, a live streaming app. And one day she said that she had a surprise for me. And then she posted the video and tagged me, and I was literally freaking out because it was the first time that someone did a choreography to a slow song of mine. So basically, Habang Buhay is a song about long distance relationships.
Ooh.
And they just pictured and portrayed the story and the message of that song really, really well. Kind of made me emotional and gave me goosebumps. But I thought it was really, really cool, and obviously very, very flattering, and to have them do it without me asking. And it was, yeah, super, super nice for them to do that.
Your friends are on the chat over here saying, please stream Habang Buhay on Spotify by Steph Razado. And the chat has been blowing up constantly. So before we do go ahead and move on to the shout outs and all that good stuff, where can you see her on social media? Let us now give you and set up the stage for Steph's final song. So Steph, go ahead and speak on your final performance.
So this one, since we're talking about the EP, this is a song which is part of the EP. This, I believe, is track 5 of the EP. It's actually the newer version of my first ever single. So my friend Asia Razado, which I said is from New York, he produced this song with me. And basically, we decided to make an anniversary version. And so you could see on my Spotify account, it says alternative version because it's like us celebrating the anniversary of that song and just applying all the things we learned throughout the whole year since its first release in July 2019, just to make it sonically better and bigger. And yeah, I'm super proud of the difference from the sound it had before to the sound it has now. And I think my friends there in the comment section already know what I'm talking about. And this song I'm going to be singing is Nina Akin, alternative version, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
All right, wishers, you heard it from the woman herself. Here is Steph performing Dina Akin, only here on Wish USA.
Naglalaro sa aking isipan, tinatanong ang dahilan kung bakit ba lumisan at binitawan lahat ng sumpaan. Walang nag-iba sa nadarama, bawat pagmulat ng mata. Kailangang tanggapin, kahit di na akin. Mahirap man tanggapin, ika'y di para sa'kin. Walang magagawa, kundi ikaw ay palayain. Tadhana ng may pasya, tayo'y di itinakda. Kailangang harapin ang bukas na di ka kasama. Saan ba nagkamali? Akala'y tayo hanggang sa huli. Ang aking puso umasa sa pangako, kayo'y di na babalik. Alam ko kahit pa masakit, kailangang tanggapin, ika'y di na akin. Saan ba nagkamali? Akala'y tayo hanggang sa huli. Ang aking puso umasa sa pangako, ngayon di na babalik. Alam ko kahit pa masakit, kailangang tanggapin, kahit di na akin.
Cheers. You can wipe off the tears off your eyes. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. You guys can wipe your tears as I did. Not only did you put a tear to my eye, Steph, but you also made me rock out. So it's kind of just like so it was great, especially with the drums. But sadly, that was your final performance here on Wish USA. So my last 3 questions are coming up. First question is, where can we find you on social media?
So my Instagram account is at Steph Razado. That's Steph, my name, and Razado, Razado. Regularly, I'm on a live streaming app called Kumu. It's a Filipino-based live stream app, and it's really cool because you could find a bunch of streamers there with different types of content, especially musicians like myself who perform almost daily and obviously share our music and sing and perform for you guys. Also, my Facebook page is Steph Razado Music, and you can find me there. And of course, most importantly, you can find me on your favorite music streaming platform. You can find me on Spotify. Just search Steph. Hopefully you can find me there easily, but if not, you can find Steph, Ang Kwento ng Pag-ibig, which is the name of my first ever EP. I hope you guys can listen to that and check that out. Share it with your Hugotero and Hugotero friends. I'm sure they'll like that. And of course, yeah, you can find me on YouTube as well. I have my YouTube channel where I also post my original songs, and that's also Steph Razado. And yeah, that's basically all of my active socials, and I hope you guys can follow me on those accounts.
All right, second question is, where is Steph's music headed off to in the next couple of months?
I will be, as I said, continuing the songs that I haven't yet finished. And hopefully next year come out with another EP or probably a longer one, a proper album, and explore different vibes and different sounds and just see where it goes. Hopefully make better music and just keep improving. As years go by.
All right, last question. Any final words, motivation, thank you notes, whatever you want to talk about? The stage is yours, Steph. Go ahead.
I think I'll share words of motivation first before I shout out my friends who have been waiting to be shouted out. First, for all the aspiring musicians out there, especially of today's day and age, like myself, if you have the passion to create music, you can, because we have so much technology, so much resources that we can use to put out and share our own music. So the only thing you have to do to be able to do that is to do it. And just take the leap and start writing, start producing. If that's what you want to do, then just do it, because thinking about it isn't really gonna get you there. Doing it will. And of course, thank you so much to all of my friends who have supported me today. My team Mapanakit. I think you already know why we're called that. And to all of my best friends watching, and my family, obviously, and just all of my friends who are watching, my mom. Love you guys so much. Thank you for always supporting me and my music. And yeah, guys, we're just starting, and I promise you will see more of me in your playlists, in your Spotify accounts, Apple Music accounts. I'll continue making music. And yeah, thank you so much.
I'll definitely be waiting for more of your music. Speaking of your music, we've brought us a whole world of music from all of your selections. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for Steph. Thank you once again, Steph. But wishers, we are not yet done, because we will be diving into our top of the hour rituals with the man, the myth, the legend, Lo himself. So wishers, you gotta say bye to Steph. Thank you once again, Steph, for hopping on here and sharing us your lovely talents. And we will see
Thank
you
you so much for having me.
No, thank
Bye,
you
everyone.
for hopping on. Bye, Steph, and bye, wishers. We will see you in a couple seconds. Sit back, relax, and enjoy your Wish exclusive and commercial break, and stay tuned in only here on Wish USA.